All right, ladies and gentlemen, final video here talking about the literal equations. And let me see if I can come up with a good example here. So one example would be something simple like this. Okay, and you want to get like the y by itself. Maybe identify which needs to be by itself and then solve it like a normal equation. If it said 8 minus y equals 7, right? You'd subtract the 8, and then you'd have to divide by the -1 to get the y by itself. Same exact thing. You just can't combine like terms. Subtract the 8x, maybe put parentheses around it so you know, hey, this is just a number. Moves like a unit. Minus 8x. You got -y equals 7 minus 8x. Again, if you can't combine like terms, then you just rewrite it. You can't combine like terms. Divide everything by -1. And so it'd be -7 plus 8x. Because the -1 you could divide to both terms. Okay, so that'd be something a little bit more simple. Now let me come up with another type of problem you might see. And that would be something like this. So like a 2x plus 4y equals 7y plus 2. So you'll have an example like this. And basically, what you would need to do is combine like terms. Now you could technically do it the way I showed you, where you do reverse distribution, but you could just minus the 4y minus the 4y. 2x equals 3y plus 2, and then just solve for y. Minus the 2 to both sides, and then divide by 3. And when you have to divide like this, honestly, just keep your answer like this. Keep it as 2x minus 2 over 3, right? I would just keep it like that. Don't make it into separate fractions. Definitely don't make it into decimals, especially here. 2 divided by 3 is a repeating decimal. So yeah, I would just keep it like that. I would always keep it like that. I wouldn't even worry about dividing. The final thing is going to be if you have a temperature question, okay? So you're going to have a question about temperature, and this is the formula for converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius. I would plug my Fahrenheit in to get Celsius. Now, if the question asks you to change the equation, like solve for F, you would just take it times 9 over 5. That gets rid of the fraction. If you multiply by the reciprocal, it gets rid of the fraction. And then, I don't know if it's add or subtract. I'm totally blanking. I put subtract. It is subtract. Good. And then just add the 32. All right. If it asks you to do that, or if it helps you to do that, because then you have two different formulas, basically. One for converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, which is this one, and then one to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. And so the question that it's asking you is about the temperature, and it's saying, what is so it's giving a minimum and a maximum. I'll make up numbers here. Let's say it's 40 degrees Celsius, negative 40 degrees Celsius, and to 33 degrees Celsius. Why it took me so long to come up with an example, who knows? All right, and it gives you this formula, right, on the paper. So you're going to have to convert it to this formula. You don't have to, but it's going to be so much easier because then you can just take your temperatures and plug them right in for C. So 9 over 5 times 40 plus 32, and you get your temperature. Same thing with 33. So it's all about just being able to change your formula to suit your problem. Okay. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, take care. That is the last video.